Hi everybody, it is the 31st of August 2022 and update 19.2 has just dropped onto the PC test server for PUBG, and so have the patch notes. So let's have a read through and see what will be coming to public servers in a few weeks. I'm not sure if there's any dates actually for the release onto PUBG servers, but let's have a look. Now there is a nice little video to watch. I'll put a link to these patch notes in the description below this video so that you can have a look at them yourself and watch the video. So here we go. So on the test server, normal matches will be Tego and Paramo, and featured map will be Deston, as you'd expect. And when they go live on PC, in AS, SEA, KR and JP, the normal match will be Erangel, Miramar, Tego, Sandhawk and Paramo, with the featured map as Deston. And then the ranked will be Erangel, Miramar and Tego. North America, Europe, SA, Oceania and Russia. The normal match will be Erangel, Miramar, Tego, Deston and Paramo. Oh, and that's it. So, right, oh, that's good. So the next update, and they were all 20%, so you get a fifth chance. So that's cool. Yeah, nice. Good. Ranked will be Erangel, Miramar and Tego. On console, normal matches will be Erangel, Miramar, Tego, Deston and Paramo, and again it's an equal percentage, so hopefully they've solved a problem where you don't get Miramar 4 times in a row. Please keep in mind the features and updates shown below may be modified or even possibly removed due to reasons such as bugs, in-game issues and or community feedback. Also, the images shown below are provided as visual guidelines. They may look different in the actual game as builds are continuously developed and fixed before they go live. So on Deston, the new map, you can expect a new vehicle, new weather feature and several map optimizations for Deston this update. New vehicle, the food truck. The friendly jolly food truck is here at the battlegrounds, but without its food supply. If a food truck pulls up in front of you, don't expect any yummy goods. It means enemies are here to barrage unexpected bullets through the van's open windows. And there she is. I do quite like the funny vehicles in PUBG. I do like the idea of you're fighting for your life and you jump into an ice cream van to try and escape with your squad. That is quite funny, in a immersive way, because you would, wouldn't you? You would get any vehicle you could. The food truck can carry up to 4 passengers, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Features a large vertical and open window on one side of the van. Has an awning positioned on the left side. Max speed 107. Normally 120 kilometers an hour with max boost. Using the horn will instead play a special and familiar musical tune. Only on Deston. Right, okay. Changing weather. Now this is very exciting. Go from dawn to early morning, late afternoon to sunset, or from a clear day to a stormy one with the new time of day weather feature only on Deston. For a more realistic timer move, we're now providing simple progression from one lighting weather state to another over the course of a single match. One of the following cycles will be randomly chosen for each match. Dawn to early morning, clear weather to stormy weather, storm to clear weather. This feature does not support a full day-night cycle. Only a short progression cycle will be shown with no drastic change to the sun angle. Only available in Deston. But did we have weather? I'm sure we have weather on Chernerus, didn't we? And the other maps, Miramar. Did we have rain? I'm sure we have rain, didn't we? And storms and things. Fog. Did we? Did they take that away, did they? Interesting. I mean, it could be, yeah, I mean, it could be, if you can imagine you're playing at night, say in the evening, and it's slowly getting darker, and by the time the final circle pops, it's pitch black, and you've got to put, I don't know, torches on. Sometimes these ideas sound good, but in reality, they're not great for gameplay, because one of the things that we know when it comes to limiting people's vision by making things darker, all people do is turn up the gamma on their monitors. They turn up the brightness and turn the contrast down so they can see things. So you end up just really putting at a disadvantage the people who don't do that. The people who want to win will just, okay, it's dark, whack up the brightness on my TV, whack down the contrast, and they can still see. So no, I prefer these things to be cosmetic to make the game look different, but to actually not affect gameplay that much. The fog was cool on Erangel, where that would limit the view, because that could be quite good if you were on like an open area trying to cross an exposed open area, and then the fog came down. Or the rain was good because it used to home. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. Is it still there? the rain would come down and it would hide people's footsteps up to a certain extent. So yeah, map optimizations. Now this is what we like to see, and this is what we like to hear. Map optimizations are normally pretty good in PUBG. Added additional cover and loot to the island northwest of Ripton. Added additional cover and fence adjustments to the southeast portion of downtown Ripton near the large art pack. Yeah, good. More cover is always good in PUBG, you know, because there is such a gap in time between you dying and getting into a new game and then getting into action in the new game. That to be, when you're faced with that situation where you haven't got a vehicle, the circle moves and you've got to get across an open area and you know someone's looking at you, you know, and you've got no smokes. It's always good. Fixed blocked ascenders on the steel bridge in Ripton. Added additional vehicle cover to the roads going from Ripton to Los Arcos. Added additional ascenders to various skyscrapers downtown and to bridges in Ripton. Reduced lodge interior objects to smooth out player pathing. Added fuel pumps to Buxley and Cavala. Added additional structures to the area between Concert and Buxley. That's another good point actually as well, because especially like inside buildings, is, you know, stuff on the floor that makes your character stutter when you're trying to get through areas. Again, that probably should be taken away. I know it can increase and improve the immersion in certain areas, but they're also, what they're looking for here is, yeah, they're clearing it up that it will make the game run a little bit smoother as well, wouldn't it? Yeah. Additional cover near the swamp northwest of Buxley. Added additional gameplay traversals in 10 Forts, Los Arcos, Torrita, El Cora and Cavala. Added ascenders to the 3 and 4 story apartments. Okay, so there's lots of extra stuff they've put in. Animation refresh. Here we go. Remember our dev letter on the upcoming animation refresh? No. The update is finally here. Our goal with this update is to enhance player experience by improving and refining PUBG Battlegrounds animation presentation while retaining existing timing and strategy. Excellent. The motion should feel different but familiar, and a lot of care and effort went into making sure no timings were changed in this process. So I'm sure we're going to see a load of videos from Wacky Jackie and they're like, actually, I think you'll find that the weapon reload animation means, in fact, that does look different straight away. I can see that. Watch when the barrel of the gun comes down. Yeah, they're different. They're definitely different. It's faster though, the after. I'm trying to see the difference. He's cocking the gun with his left hand this time, isn't he? Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, he's coming to a stop more naturally, isn't it? Yeah, that looks better. Just don't follow Ghost Recon Breakpoint. If you're unfamiliar, Ghost Recon Wildlands was a really cool open world shooter from like 2017 or 2018. And then the sequel, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, could have been just as good, if not better, but they changed all the animations for running around, and the characters all run really weird, and it totally ruined the game for me, and the fact that they added drones and loads of electronic stuff. A special focus on pacing and weight adds intensity and believability to an already immersive experience. Player movesets have been refreshed with the addition of starting and stopping motions. This expanding player motion adds to a realistic flavour to our characters, helping ground them in the world. New item heavy stock. Now this is interesting as well. A new stock, the heavy stock, is here with a heavier field to provide a larger pool of weapon attachment options and strategies. The heavy stock, with its relatively less recoil but slower zooming, may be the perfect choice if you're one who prefers stability than fast-paced combat throughout match. Now, this is good because it means you'll have less recoil. It's also bad in the fact that players now, even on console, with like a 4 times or a 6 times, can go full auto at range and take people down. And imagine with one of these on, people will be going full auto and they'll be even more accurate. So for potato aimers like me, it's probably going to be a good thing to have one of these on my secondary, distance weapon. But I do worry that it's kind of getting rid of the need for DMRs and snipers, because you can just go full auto and spray someone at distance and you'll be able to take them down incredibly quickly. So this will go on the M416, the Ace32, the M16, the Mark 47 Mutant, the Vector, the MP5K, the M249, and the heavy stock attached to the M416 and Ace32 may be modified for future skins. So 5% better. So I guess that should be 5% less recoil, 5% better recoil recovery, 10% slower ADS speed, 10% less hip fire accuracy, can hold up to 16. What? Can hold up to 16. I'm not quite sure what that means. Can hold up to 16. You can maybe have 16 of these in your backpack. Available modes. World spawns on every map. Okay. And they're going to put it in the team deathmatch. World Haven. Your assassin duties have been fulfilled, and Abstergo Industries and World Object of Assassin's Creed have withdrawn. I was a bit disappointed with them, to be honest. Tago added player size hills, extra pathways, and lower terrain to the following overly advantaged areas terrain to have it easy to move in vulnerable areas. See, I'm so rusty when it comes to PUBG. I'm thinking Haven. So Haven, that's the small map, isn't it, with the bots wandering around. And Tago was the last new big map we had, wasn't it? I really like Tago. Yeah, I thought it was all right. I want Paramo is the one that I want to play, and the volcano map. I really like that. I thought that was very cool. I thought it was like a mini Erangel. What they said? Okay, so we've got all these little hills and areas. Yeah, so this is good. More cover to get into, because these areas actually on Tago, they were pretty rough, weren't they? I think that, like in the southeast of the map, if you were caught here and in a circle and you didn't have a vehicle, you were stuffed. Updated certain buildings and colours and structures in towns, added more rocks and reeds to the shoreline for extra cover. The doors to the secret room have been moved 2 meters forward. A new house with the concept of a senior centre has been added. That'll be alright for me then. AI training match, shoot indicator. Added a shoot indicator AI training matches to have it easier for new players to adapt and survive even better. The shoot indicator is only available in AI training matches. When bots shoot, the indicator will display the bot's shooting direction. Tutorial rewards. With the BP random crates no longer purchasable at the PC store, the random crates that were available as rewards for certain tutorial missions have been modified to the following. Okay, blah blah blah. Training mode. Many players weren't aware that the spawn tool existed. This is true, because a specific key had to be pressed to display the feature. Thus, we've applied the following improvements for better convenience. The spawn tool will now pop up automatically after you enter training mode. Excellent. Yeah, they didn't. Because what you can do in training mode now, if you didn't know, is you can just spawn whatever you want onto your character wherever you are, instead of having to go to one of those warehouses. Players will also have the option to choose from the last weapon inventory preset they set up in their previous training mode session. Well, that's cool. So you could always have the same weapons when you jump in instead of having to set it up. Nice. New interaction key, limited interact. As we regularly develop and release new features, we needed an additional secondary interaction key apart from the F key for PC for simultaneous situations, such as when players interact with a specific feature for different purposes. This is normally for me, right? This happens in Call of Duty and Battlefield. It's normally reload and pick up a weapon. And what will happen is, this happens in Call of Duty. Call of Duty have changed it, so there is they use reload priority now. You can choose. And what happens with me is I'm a terrible reloader. So whenever I fire my gun, I have to reload. I just do it. It's stupid. Instead of using the other 50 bullets in my magazine. And I normally do it just as I'm standing over another weapon. And so I'll hit reload and I'll pick up the other weapon by mistake. Therefore, we added a new limited interact key binding that is used for many more upcoming features. Limited interact default key H, Xbox LB and X, PlayStation L1. Console players must head over to their custom controller presets to customize these keys. You may modify the key bindings, but you are unable to remove them entirely. Oh, I wonder what they do then. Anyway. Vehicle skin improvements. A new system enabling you to choose special vehicle skins for a fancier experience. Ooh, we all do like a bit when PUBG gets a bit fancier, don't we? You are now required to press certain keys to equip vehicle skins. Basic skins and special skins. These categories have been added to your customized vehicle page. You can set one basic skin and one special skin to choose from when you're in game. Oh, so you can... That's not right. Keys for equipping vehicle skins have been changed to the following. Okay, use vehicle without equipping skin. Equip vehicle skin. Oh, this is where you use that limited interaction button, so you can equip a vehicle skin in game. Great. Equipping vehicles. The lift of... I'm not really interested that much, to be honest. Oh, collaboration. Mclaren. I hope that's the racing cars and not the baby buggies. Is here at PUBG Battlegrounds. Dress your Coupe RB with Mclaren skins. Mclaren vehicle skins are purchasable as special skins. Mclaren Container. A special container will spawn in each starting point of Errigal, Miramar, Tego, San Vikendi, and Destin. In each starting point? What do you mean starting point? You start in the sky. These special containers will open up to reveal a vehicle with a McLaren skin equipped. Ooh. Players who own a McLaren vehicle skin can interact with these containers. That's a bit pay to win. Only the player open to the container and or their teammates can ride and drive the McLaren vehicle. Players may interact with these containers until they board the plane. Oh, right. So, okay. So what they mean is that they mean spawn island and, yeah, around the map. So in the lobby, basically. Containers McLaren vehicle will be removed once match starts. The McLaren containers are available to use for 3 months. That's Hey, I tell you what, we've got to give them kudos for trying different things. I don't think I've ever heard anybody doing that. So you can buy a skin for a vehicle, and then in the lobby while you're waiting for the game to start, there's going to be a container that you can open up, jump in, and drive around if you've bought the skin. But I tell you what, PUBG, here's an idea. Why don't you make the lobbies incredibly fast so we don't have time to do that sort of thing? Store. More specific previews are available from McLaren parcels in the store. Customized workshop. Chest. New item sets have been added to the Hunter's chest and Archivist chest. Performance, blah, blah, blah. Bug fixes, blah, blah, blah. World, UI, UX, not interested. And there we have it. So, more in that update than I thought. So that's PUBG Patch Report Update 19.2. If you click on the link in the description below the video, that will take you to this page, and you can watch the video as well. Interested? New weather, new ice cream van, new animations. Yeah, still going. I mean, PUBG still has an incredibly special place in my heart. It really does. But, you know, my 2 favourite games of all time when it comes to sort of shooters are Battlefield 1 for a respawn shooter and PUBG for Battle Royale. And then DayZ would be my adventure game. I think, you know, I'd probably say, you know, they're all standing in the top step of the medal place in the Olympics. I just don't play it as much as I would like to, mainly because I'm making videos about other games, and the problem is that PUBG content, for me anyway, you know, people don't watch it as much, and there isn't that much new stuff going on. But I do love it incredibly, and if I could do this full time, you know, gaming content creation, I would probably have either a couple of days a week dedicated to playing PUBG and streaming PUBG, or I would play PUBG every day. You know, what I used to do is I would play at least 3 games of PUBG every day, and that kept my chops up. You know, I kept my muscle memory. And the problem I have now is because I'm playing like DayZ, you know, an awful lot. I then go to PUBG, and because the feel of the guns and the gunplay is different, and things like the recoil, you know, I'm not very effective. But anyway, that's enough for me. Enough of my rambling. If you've enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Put your questions and comments down below, and I will see you again soon.